Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking back in on the dollar and gold, starting with the hourly. So the dollar bounce is underway. Nice big move here towards the close of the market. And we're still forming lower highs. I have a downtrend resistance line here that was broken. So we can get rid of that. Was just seeing if the bears were going to reject that price, but clearly they did not. So the next resistance I'm looking at is the high of the last bounce attempt, and that was 101.73. As long as we cannot get above that level, it is just another lower high on this bounce. So at this point, we do have one clear higher low established. I'm watching this little 3-hour consolidation low. That level is 151. So the bulls need to continue forming higher lows and break 101.73 to turn this thing around. And otherwise, like I said, it's just a lower high pattern long term on the hourly. So the daily time frame is a bullish reversal candlestick. We have not confirmed a bullish reversal candlestick since we have hit the highs on the dollar. You can see 2 red candlesticks, bullish reversal candlestick, nothing, nothing, nothing. Have not seen 2 green days in a row since that high was hit. So the bulls are going to be looking to break that pattern, see a green day tomorrow, and ideally break 101.73. That would pretty much be an ideal scenario for the bulls if they could break that level tomorrow. But even if not, we'll just be looking to confirm this reversal candlestick with a green day. On gold, we see the hourly chart making a clear bear break. Lots of resistance, tight range, and a clear dump here. We are still holding 1200 psychological support, so again, not game over by any means. We still have higher lows on the hourly, but we have another bearish reversal candlestick to be watching. The last one that we were watching from the 1200 area, this inverted hammer, was not confirmed. And again, we have not confirmed a bearish reversal candlestick since this bounce has started. So a red day tomorrow will be the first time we've seen two red days in a row. It will confirm the bearish reversal candlestick, and we'll be looking to the 10-day moving average support. Remember, that's what had us looking bullish back here on December 27th, closing above that level for the first time. And now we're going to look to back test it as support for the first time. As we've been so strong, we haven't even had to do that. So we're looking at 1200 psychological. This 10-day moving average support is down at 1195 currently. And the real level I'm looking at is 1180. If we were to lose 1180 support, it would be more than normal healthy consolidation. And in these videos I've been talking about how the bulls need to consolidate, form a base of support, and then move up to hit a higher high to prove that this bounce has some strength and to prove that we can reverse the trend on the weekly time frame, which we will look at in just a moment. But 1180 is the line in the sand that I want to see the bulls hold to show that strength. It was clear support, then resistance, resistance. Now we need to see that level hold as support. So 1180 is what we'll be looking to if we lose the 10-day moving average. Checking in on the weekly. So again, it's a very strong bounce on a lot of volume, nice month move to the upside. But it's the fact that we have not formed supports on the way up. Look at this bounce attempt. Nice big bounce attempt, 3 weeks, but it was just straight up from the lows. We didn't form a higher low and a higher high, and it led to further downside. So someone asked me a question, where does that mean that we could dump? And that's one way of putting it, just because on the daily time frame we haven't established strong support on the way up. We've got that 1180 level, 1170, some psychological levels with some price action around it, but no clear basis of support built on the way up that has the bulls confident on a pullback. So the weekly time frame, 2 trading days left this week. This is a bearish reversal inverted hammer on the weekly. If we close here or lower, we are going to form a bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly, and we'll look to see if we can confirm that next week. But again, all about forming that higher low and then that higher high, because as of right now, we're nowhere near changing a trend. We would have to get all the way up to 1337 to break the lower high here. So we need to form another lower high, sticking in the bear pattern, but build that higher low and then get that higher high to break the lower high pattern. So looking at the miners, and GDXJ and JNUG saw a lot more weakness than GDX today. We'll look at that in just a second, but we filled the gap. The gap up open from yesterday when I was wrong, and gold continued to the upside. We have now filled that gap to the downside. We rejected from the 100-day moving average resistance 2 days in a row now on GDX. That level is 2339. And we did see a little bit of bulls buying the dip from the low of the day, 2271 support. And the key level to hold is the low of this consolidation, 2190. The bulls are still in control as long as we form a higher low compared to 2190. The weekly chart is back testing the middle Bollinger Band, previous resistance, now support. That level's 2282, and the bulls want to hold that by the end of the day on Friday. Comparing it to GDXJ, also filling the gap, not nearly as significant, an lower wick showing bulls buying the dip. Rejecting from the 200-day moving average resistance 1, 2, 3, 4 times now on this move, 3802. Support is the low of today, 3627. And then that low of consolidation is key to hold, 3545. So those are the levels to be watching on these miners. The weekly chart is back testing its middle Bollinger Band as well, 3595. Lining up with that key daily level. And it's all about the next couple of days and whether or not gold can hold 1200 psychological. So anything 1205 or lower is going to be a bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly if we close that way by the end of the day on Friday. So we'll check back in as always. Some initial signs of some weakness, but again, hourly chart still favors the bulls. There's no doubt about that. And if we start forming lower highs and lower lows and heading down under 1200, then we'll look for confirmation of that daily bearish reversal candlestick. So it's a pretty important day tomorrow. And if the bulls can shake off that bearish reversal candlestick on the daily yet again, we know they are certainly still strong. But if not, it will be the first time on this bounce that we see reversal confirmation to the downside. We'll check back in as always. Thanks for watching. Have the best night of your life.